Hello, I'm Manan, a cloud support engineer here at the AWS office in Bangalore. Today I'm going to show you how can you access an internal load balancer using Amazon Virtual Private Cloud peering. Let's get started. First of all, we need to have an active VPC peering connection between two VPCs. I'm already logged into the AWS Management Console. Now navigate to the Amazon VPC. I have already established connectivity between my VPCs using VPC peering, where VPC A contains the internal load balancer and VPC B contains the instance where I'll be accessing the load balancer from. Navigate to Elastic Load Balancing console and check the ELB subnets (CIDR). Similarly, go to the Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud dashboard and check the subnet of the EC2 instance. Choose subnets of ELB and in the VPC dashboard, and then select the route table option for each of these subnets. Repeat the same for the EC2 instance and select the route table for the subnet associated with the instance. Verify that a route for the load balancer subnet CIDR or VPC CIDR exists in the route table of the client subnet. The route must be directed towards the VPC peering ID of your VPCs. Similarly, verify that the route of the client subnet or VPC CIDR exists in the route table of the load balancer subnet. Verify that the DNS resolution for VPC peering is enabled from the VPC that hosts the load balancer. To check this, open the Amazon VPC console. Select the respective VPC peering. Choose Edit DNS Settings. Confirm that DNS resolution is enabled. Be sure to enable the DNS resolution from the load balancer hosted VPC to the client hosted VPC. Select the requested DNS resolution or accepted DNS resolution as appropriate. Resolve the load balancer DNS name from your instance and use NSLOOKUP to verify it. We can see that it is resolving successfully. Verify that the security group and network ACL of the load balancer allow traffic from either the complete subnet VPC of the instance or the specific instance IP. To verify this, navigate to the security group and NACL of the load balancer. In the security group of the load balancer, allow only inbound traffic on the load balancer's listener port. For the network ACL of the subnet, allow ingress traffic from the instance IP or subnet VPC for the load balancer's listener port and egress traffic for the ephemeral port range from the load balancer nodes to the instance. Note that I am using the default network ACLs for my load balancer in VPC-A. This allows all the traffic from the instance in the VPC-B. Verify that traffic from the client instance is allowed to go out from the source VPC. To verify this, navigate to the security group and NACL of the EC2 instance. Check that the security group of the instance permits outbound traffic to the load balancer associated with the subnets. Note that I am using default security group for demonstrating this test. For the network ACL of the subnet, verify that there's a rule in egress to allow traffic for the load balancer subnet on the load balancer's listener port. In ingress, verify that there's a rule to allow traffic to the instance IP or subnet on ephemeral ports for response traffic. Note that I am using the default network ACLs for my instance subnets. This allows all the traffic from VPC-A. Perform a curl from the instance in VPC-B to the load balancer DNS to check the connection is successful. Now we can see that the instance in VPC-B can access the internal load balancer. Thanks for watching and happy cloud computing from all of us here at AWS.